Will be to the expiration of time. The team with the most falls to their credit when the time runs out will be the winners of the match. Introducing, first of all, on the left of your screen, total weight 667 pounds, from South Carolina, Jimmy Kent. From Montana, Bob Steele. And from Jonesboro, Arkansas, David Oswald. On the right, total of 669 pounds. From South Wales, Great Britain, Tony Charles. From Japan, Kojo Yamamoto. And from Australia, the superstar, Bill Dundee. This match to the expiration of time. Referee Jerry Calhoun. Now, let's see. 6 of them, 3 on each side. Don't know yet who's going to be starting. We'll just wait for half a moment, and we will find out. So, looks like it's going to be David Oswald for his team, and across the way, the superstar, Bill Dundee. Underway with Bill Dundee, round behind David Oswald. He dropped into the mat, just picked him up off the mat and dropped him. Into the ropes, referee Jerry Calhoun right there wants a break. Clean one. Dundee backs away. Oswald back on his feet. Not for long. Dundee saw to that. Little diversion by Jimmy Kent. Oswald got a headlock. Dundee got rid of that quickly. Rolls him down to the mat. Dundee with a cover. Can't make it stick past the 1 count. Over to the corner. Kojo Yamamoto. Kojo, little side mare. He tags Tony Charles, the Welshman. Tony with a shoulder butt. Small package by Tony Charles on Oswald. 1 count is all he got. Tony with a leg drop. Puts Oswald on the mat. Goes for the cover. Gets a 1 count. Jimmy Kent, very close over there. He's trying to inject himself into the match. Oswald tags him. He's in it. Minute 30 seconds gone. Tony Charles facing Jimmy Kent. Kent with a leg drop. Puts Tony Charles on the mat. Tony up on 1 foot. Oh, nice move, Tony Charles. Jimmy Kent puts his foot across the bottom rope. Referee Jerry Calhoun here. Calling for a break. Bill Dundee. Bill's a great cheerleader. He's wandering up and down the apron here, encouraging his partner. He was telling Tony, hey, he's got his foot on the rope. Come on, dude, might as well break it. And again, they're into the ropes. Again, break call for. 2.5 minutes gone. Jimmy Kent. That boot again across the bottom rope. And the referee tells Tony he's going to have to break it completely. By the rules, Tony does so. Kent thought he had him. Tony Charles, like lightning, right around behind him, dropped him to the mat. Kent again finds himself on the mat over and near the rope. He had a boot on the rope briefly, but the referee did not call for a break. Hey, Kent rolls him down, sunset.
Look at that reversal.
Yes, sir, by Tony Charles. He got it. Tony Charles did it just the way the coach would draw it on the blackboard. You have to get enough of your weight up over the opponent's shoulders to hold him down, and that's exactly what he did. Tony Charles, Kojo Yamamoto, Bill Dundee win the first fall, 3 minutes, 20 seconds.
We'll be back for more action. We'll check the clock, and we'll be back in a moment.
Wrestling fans, Mike Duncan sitting in today for Lynn. Lance Russell. 5 big matches in all come your way this Tuesday night at the Louisville Gardens, match time 8 p.m. That big main event, of course, you can't afford to miss. Wildfire, Tommy Rich teams with the beautiful Bobby Eaton. Their opponent, superstar Bill Dundee. He'll have with his partner Tuesday night, the handsome Jimmy Valiant. Co-featured, a battle of the managers, Jimmy Hart and his opponent, Sergeant Danny Davis. Tag match, Dr. Bill Irwin and his partner Larry Latham. Their tag opponents, Ricky Gibson and Tony Charles. Andy Gilbert against Jim Kent. Also Tommy Gilbert versus Coco Ware. In the studio with me. In the studio with me, Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart, you got your hands.
Baby, let me tell you something. Who is listed right here? You're not lying to the people. Tell me, who is listed the top 10 managers in the world? Jimmy Hart. Am I right or wrong? Danny Davis, baby, you've had it, brother, and I'll tell you that right now.
We'll see about that Tuesday night.
Jimmy Hart told us we was laying the law down, Duncan, and that's exactly what we're doing. Last week, Austin Idol didn't have the guts to show up and wrestle me. Then who comes in? Tommy Marlin. He's trying to build a little prejudice. We showed him what prejudice was all about. He left the ring with that head laid open and everything, Duncan. And, next week, right there, we got... They wanted the beautiful one and myself in the ring. Well, I want to tell you something, Duncan. Right there in Louisville, Kentucky, brother, they're going to have us, and we'll get through. And you think Marlin looked bad, I hope he's somewhere where he can see what we do to Valiant and Dundee.
Beautiful Bobby Eaton's also here with me. You had a hand in that Tuesday night, Bobby.
I have a hand on getting Tommy Wildfire Rich off into puke. I'm talking about Bill Dundee, and I'm talking about old handsome Jimmy Valiant, and I'm talking about the little side chick, that little referee in there that bled like a stuck hog, baby. You beat that guy for bad. We're teaching them all. We're laying the law down, Duncan.
All this Tuesday night, Louisville Gardens, 8 p.m.
Dave, my boy, at least we had a little reasonable sanity return to the action today, didn't we?
Yeah, just a little bit.
How about a quick recap?
Opening match today, tag team match. Big Guy Mitchell, Gypsy Joe over Cecil Hedge and David McGee. Bobby Eaton over Tom Maley in a single match. It was Tommy Rich defeating David Price, Dr. Bill Irwin, and Larry Latham over the team of Coco Ware and Pat Hutchinson. And then Bill Dundee, Tony Charles, Kojo Yamamoto in the six-man tag team match defeated Jimmy Kent, Bob Steele, and David Oswald as Tony Charles got a pin in 3 minutes, 20 seconds. So good action in that. We look forward to it all day, and we will not disappoint.
Yes, sir. Plenty of action in there. We had Tommy Rich again as an uninvited guest commentator. We had a little impromptu fisticuff between Jimmy Hart and Danny Davis right here. We just had a whole bunch today, as a matter of fact, and again next week.